All right, ladies, welcome, welcome, welcome to Nectar, the Well-Nourished Woman. If you've heard the story, this is something that I have literally been working on since my daughter was 3 months old. She's about to turn 2 in July. So to say this has been a long time coming is and maybe an understatement, is an appropriate statement. So I want to just begin to dive in that we have so much amazing content coming up in the next 3 hours. Magdalena from Finland, hello. We have so much amazing content. We're going to be starting the morning with 3 amazing guest speakers. So we're just going to enter. And our sister Alyona, who is just one of my dearest, dearest, dearest women in my life. Again, I just want to really preface that these women are not just random guest speakers that I found online, right? These women are my inner council. These are the women that I go to when, life is getting real, when we need to host a ceremony for a very specific reason, or we want that inspiration, that collaboration. Like, these are my wisest, most mature feminine counterparts. Not to say that we're not human, because we very much are, right? We're all navigating the waves of life together. But what they have to offer collectively, I actually was joking, I should have done the math, because I mean, this morning for sure, between Alyona, Elizabeth, and Brooke, we have more than 60 years of experience, and myself, let's say 80 years. We've each been on this path for about 20 years. So collectively, there's a lot of juicy goodness here. And Alyona is one of my dearest ceremonialist sisters, as I love to share this story, is when I travel with Alyona, for example, like, life is a ceremony. We all know that that is true anyways, but she is a woman who, we wake up singing to our cacao, calling in our ancestors, being in full ceremony together. She also happens to be an amazing yoga instructor, has very many years of experience, teaches yoga teacher training. And so between her ceremonial medicine and her yoga, she's going to kick us off with a beautiful opening ceremony. So Alyona, I'd love to welcome you to the proverbial stage, sister. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Maria, for inviting me to be here. It's such an honor to be part of your council. It's such an honor to have you as a sister. And I feel so excited about all of the beautiful women that have been called to come to connect about what it means, what it feels like, what we think it might be like, what it is embodied in all of the different ways to be well nourished. It's such a beautiful, big question that I've been meditating so much on. And I just want to invite us all for a moment, wherever we are. I know some of you guys are in a more chill place and you can sit or you can lie down. I know some of you guys are driving. We all in very different environments because it's life. And we so lucky to be able to be here on Chai Zoom, our friend Zoom. So I want to invite us in whatever capacity we can to focus ourselves inwards for a moment. If you can sit really tall and high, I invite you to do that. If you are driving, again, just start wherever you are. Connect to the heart, connect to what it is that brought me here. What do I want to know about being well nourished? It doesn't have to be very long, it doesn't even have to be an explanation in language. It can just be a feeling. Whatever it is, tune into it. And we're going to invite our ancestors from the directions to bless us and to open this container for us. So I have some beautiful cedar here, and I'm going to put that cedar down for every single woman that's here, and all of our families, all of our friends, our communities, all the people that we ever met in our life that we love, that love us. Like, let's bring everyone in because we all are a reflection of each other. So we're going to tune in with a sound, and the sound is hey. And you can just hear me and feel me and make the sound for yourself in your own way, or just receive it, whatever feels natural, and just the right thing for you. Placing the cedar for all of us. One more time. Grandparents, guardians, wise ones, wise beings of the East. If you can face the East where you are, feel free to do it, or just face it in your heart. The place where the sun rises, where the day begins. Every day the sun comes to bless us with its light, its life force. Giving thanks to our mind, may we have a peaceful mind. May we have a mind that works for us. Giving thanks to the breath, our first food. Let's exhale the air, take a deep breath in, inhaling love and peace, and exhaling, letting out a sigh. Giving thanks for all the children in the world, giving thanks to the child within us. May all the children in the world have peace and joy, and so may our inner child. Also putting cedar down for all of our visions, all of our projects that we hold dear in our hearts, so that they may come to fruition and we may live our beautiful mission on this planet with a lot of sweetness, a lot of grace. May this container answer all of our prayers in the best way possible. To the south, a place where the sun goes over our head, calling on the grandparents, the guardians, the guides of this direction to bless our mind, our heart, our body, our spirit. Bless us inside of this container. You can put your hand on your heart to receive the magic we've been asking for. Just receive that prayer right there in our heart. Giving again thanks to our families, our loved ones, sending them just our thanks. And giving thanks to the wolf pack, that loyalty of friendship, of community, those people that you know are always on your side, always behind your back. And asking for the fire of this container to be turned on in the sweetest way with potency. And turning to the west, directions of the waters, wise ones, guardians, angels of. We ask for your permission to bless us, bless this container with so much fluidity, with the essence of the waters, waters of transformation, waters of healing, waters of life. Bless our hearts, minds, bodies, and spirits. May magic just flow right into us. Just a little more magic from this container right into our being. May we receive, even if something a little bit small, something potent and sweet. And calling on, turning to the north, giving thanks and gratitude, standing in front of the wise ones of the north, the white buffalo calf pipe woman, inviting your wisdom, your grace, your feminine power of harmony into the space. Bless us so much with your harmonious light. Wise ones, ancestors, come to bless us. And then we turn to the heart of the sky, the heart center of the sky, the sun, the moon, the stars, all the planets. May we feel connected to you, in resonance with you, in harmony with you. Thank you to Wankantanka, Hunapku, to the million of names that they call you, great mystery. Thank you for our life. And thank you so much for having us here together in this container so that we may all be together to receive just a little bit of our prayer, maybe a lot bit of our prayer. And coming to the earth, holding Pachamama if you can, especially in the Amazon. Just putting your head on her, putting your hands on her for all of us, giving thanks to our mother, our creatrix, the million of names that they call you, Tonan Simplali, Kocha, Mama, Mamchka, Zimya. Thanks for making us. Thanks for holding us. Thanks for giving us everything that we need. I mean, God bless me. You are just like the creatrix of them all. May we learn to be more like you, just creating, constantly transforming and creating. And as women, we have that special connection to you. So may that connection in this container grow and expand. And then just coming and imagining all the sisters in a circle all together. Maybe you haven't seen their face or you don't know their name, right? It doesn't matter. Just putting one hand on your heart and one hand out and just feeling all the beautiful women in the circle together, along with all of their teachers, their guides, their families, their supporters, their loved ones. We all together and just facing each other and just bowing to the reflection of light, of love inside of each other. We all one. And may this place be a place where everyone can feel seen, can feel heard, and can receive again that small intention, the reason why you came here. May you receive that. Just a little bit is already wow, so much more than we had before. And if we get more and everything, then that's like wow, extra sugar on the cake, or honey if you don't eat sugar, or agave if you vegan, or I don't know. Hopefully you eat something sweet because it's good. But if you want an Amazonian diet, then we get it. Just the nectar sauce of life. So thank you very much. Thank you for that prayer. So sisters, what a blessing. Thank you for being in this prayer together with me. So sweet. I would love to invite us just to pop into the chat 2 words. One is, what am I letting go of as I step into this container? Like, what part of me do I just need to say bye to? And we're changing all the time, so it's okay. Maybe it feels different tomorrow. And then what do we want to bring in? What do we want to call into our being, to our heart, to our mind, to our spirit? What do we want to walk away from the container with? And yeah, just feel free to pop it into the chat. Somebody start, pop it into the chat. Letting go of doubt and fear and calling in faith. Yes. I'm here to let go of past hurts. Yes, girl. And what are you bringing in, Jeanette? You're here to let go of, and I'm letting go of anger, receiving flow and peace. Yes. Let go of self-imposed, self-imposed shoulds. That's a good one. I'm letting go of impatience and betrayal. But what you calling in, Alexa, don't forget to put in what you're calling in at the same moment so I can read it together. And embrace authenticity through fear. Embrace authenticity maybe through letting go of fear. Okay. And looking to walk with compassion. Beautiful. Letting go of fear, calling in connection. Letting go of lack and calling in love. So just one per person, what you're letting go, just one more in what you're calling in. Turning down my voice and calling in more of my magic and trust. Yes, Emily Sue. Willow is letting go of fear and codependence and calling in sovereignty and inner holding. Yeah, Willow. And that provide I'm calling in trust and nourishment. Yes. Amy Rocker, letting go of perfectionism and calling in listening to my body's needs. That's a big one for women, huh? Okay, Alexa Malze, I'm letting go of impatience and calling in unconditional love. Yes. Victoria, letting go of the need to control and the feeling of incompleteness and calling in trust and strength to think into my actual desires. Yes. Did I hear everyone? Anybody else can share? You want to pop in? Okay, just let's try one per person. Letting go of slights and mistakes, calling in belonging and sure-footed creation. Good. Jeanette is my beautiful VA. For some reason, many women are showing up with her name. Oh, okay, great. Okay, so that was many women just that had one name. There's something to that. That's not just happening like the spirit is speaking because we already made the prayer, we called it in. So that's something very special there that is a reflection. So thanks for sharing that, Maria. So beautiful. What a perfect technological non-mistake. Oh, my dear sisters, I've been meditating so much about being nourished and just feeling into you ladies as you've been coming into this container and just thinking like, wow, as a woman, we have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things we need to do. If you're a mother, you have a lot of responsibilities. Your responsibilities to your child. And sometimes I connect with Maria, she had a plan, but if her daughter is not feeling well throughout the night, she didn't get any sleep, her plan is changing, she's in the flow. And we just have these other responsibilities. But no matter what, she is feeling really good inside of herself. But she trained herself to do that. And the presenters here have done something to train themselves to do that, that no matter what, when you're showing up in a harmonious, peaceful way for yourself. And most of the sacred traditions of the planet, that's exactly what they teach us. So there's so many ways to this. And how do we do that? Well, we have a responsibility to make time for ourselves. But that can be as big or as little. Eventually, it turns into all the time because you're doing it consistently. Doesn't mean you need to step onto a yoga mat for 2.5 hours. Because if we have a poor mind on our yoga mat and we actually upset or angry, we didn't really practice anything. We just got on a mat and did some breathing, some things that look like yoga, but it wasn't because our mental and emotional body wasn't in the right place. So how can we keep ourselves emotionally and mentally more fit? We need to train it. So there's many ways to this. And I want to share with you girls something really simple here in this moment that we have together, that it doesn't matter you have 1 minute, you have 5 minutes, you have an hour. You can do it. You can do it consistently. And so we're going to move through a little bit of breath and mantra practice to support us with this. So breath is the life force of life. If we connecting in a good way with our breath, then we're connecting in a good way through our life force. So there's breathing, and then there's breathing in love. Wow, that's different. There's just breathing, like you breathing and maybe going through your own process in your mind. You may be upset or angry about something, or you may be sad about something, or we human, we experiencing these things. But if we breathe in love and we focus on that, I mean, you don't have to know anything special, any special name. It already is taking us into a higher place. Or we breathing in grace and we exhaling, we just relaxing. Or we breathing in the connection to the divine and we just exhaling and we relaxing. You don't have to know anything special. Just be you and bringing in the prayers for you that you need. Like, wow, I'm feeling lack. Okay, so maybe I'm breathing in abundance today. And I exhale and I'm letting go of everything that's not that. Or if I'm calling in authenticity, I'm inhaling, I'm breathing in authenticity into my being. And anything like this, sometimes I need more confidence. I'm breathing in confidence, I'm breathing in strength, and I'm exhaling, just relaxing. The exhale is good just to relax or just to let go of something, not to call something in, because we calling something in with the in breath. And we exhaling, we just letting go into the receivership of that, like we receiving it. And sometimes women, we like to call in a lot of things, but when it comes to you and it's like, here you go, here's the package you asked for, and be like, no, thanks, I'm not available because whatever is the story we made. But so also noticing when the thing that we're asking for is actually coming for us. That's a practice too, learning that. I know for myself, big one. So let's be in a comfortable place together. However you can be. If you can sit well, sit well. If you're feeling to stand, stand well. If you're feeling to lie down well. If you're in the car, be present on the road. So if you're able to, I'm going to invite you to take this mudra with your fingers. The forefinger and the thumb touch. It's very simple. It's very magnetic. This is very special here because it tells us calm now. It just says, let's be calm now. It sends a signal to the nervous system, which is very beautiful. Just by that feel, that magic feel. So I invite you to take this mudra. It's called Alyona mudra. Okay. And you can place it either down on your legs or up. So if you place it down, you're grounding yourself a little bit. You place it up, you inviting to yourself to receive. And you can play with one and the other as we move through, but I just wanted to explain the small difference. Let's place our hands there. Oh, we got a little message. Letting go of the days and lack of clarity and anger, bringing clear focus and nourishment, embodying my magic and flow. Yes. So I want us to work with 2 words. It's going to be love and relax. Just for a few rounds. Okay, so we're gonna just sit up, center of the head to the sky, buttock to the earth, heart open. Take a deep breath in and exhale, just let out a sigh. Ah. Let's just do that a couple times. Let go of all the stuff. Inhale and exhale. Ah. You can even shake a little. I feel like some of you guys want to shake. So inhale and shake a little bit. Ah. You need to do that a couple more times. Do it. And eventually land yourself in the seat and exhale completely. Inhale deep. Love. And exhale long. I am relaxing. Inhale love. Deep breath in. Exhale, relaxing. So we have different connections to love. Keep going like this. So we may feel different things around us. We may have our hearts broken here or there, many different things. But just the love of something simple like the sun. Something simple like how it feels so good to be in the water. Like it feels good just to be lying on the earth, being kissed by the sun. We all experience something like that. Connect to nature if it's challenging, if you're having a challenge in the moment. So just like that, for another minute, we inhaling deep, love, and exhaling, I am relaxing. And if it feels like the right moment for you, you can say, I am receiving. So inhaling, you can even say, I am love. And exhaling, I am receiving love. So you keep transforming together. Inhaling, I am love. And exhale, I am receiving. And then we're going to inhale, I am nourished. I am nourished. And exhale, I am receiving. Inhaling deep, I feel nourished. And exhale, I am receiving. So listen, you may not feel nourished in this moment, but somehow we need to get ourselves there. So it can start like that with the mind, just that we bring it in for ourselves. We telling ourselves a small fib, but eventually it turns into the truth somehow. We manifest it through this. So a couple more times like this. I am nourished. I am receiving. And then if another mantra is coming for you, it just feels like so right. Like, yeah, whoa. And do that. And we're going to go a little bit deeper into the breath so that we can learn how to take full breaths into our being. And then we're going to go back to, we're going to go into we're going to share a Sanskrit mantra. Okay? So I want you to put your hands, if you can, on your hips here. So they'll be about here, like that. And sit up really, really well. I'm on the edge of the chair. You don't have to be in some special seat. Okay, we're going to exhale. And inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Round in, 4, 3, 1, and relax. Now we're going to place our hands here. We're going to experience a different capacity of the breath. It's so special. Again, it's our life force. If we can learn to use it well, we change our life because we change our life force. It's simple. So now we're going to breathe into this part of the lungs here. So same breath. Everybody's feeling okay with it? If you're not feeling okay, pop something in the chat there so I know how to support you. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Go ahead on this count. Inhale for 4. Exhale, hold. Exhale for 6 and hold. And I'm going to speak to you a little bit that you're breathing in up towards the shoulders here. You're really breathing into your chest. Come on. Take the breath fully in, and as you exhale, get all the breath out. Get all the stale air out, all the stale energy out, all the things that you want to let go of. Like you got to move them out with the breath. So keep going there, like just inhaling a little bit more and just exhaling a little bit more so that you can be an empty vessel for that new energy that we're calling in. We have to empty out the old energy. We want to go up. So another round here or 2 with your arms like this. Again, focusing on this part of the body, the middle area of the body. and relax. Last time, we're now going to bend our elbows and place our palms on our back, and we can experience a different level of breath now from the upper higher chest to our neck. We have these 3 layers. One here that we did, one here, and one up. Okay? So inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. X, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And let's do 3 more together in silence. Being together, feeling like we're all sitting in a circle together. All the women here, all sitting in a circle, all breathing in unison. Last round. And relax. I was able to experience something a little bit different inside of the breath that maybe you never experienced before, something a little bit deeper, something happened, pop it in the chat so that I know where you ladies are, so we can all be together. When I first did this exercise, and really every time I do it, I find it's so profound. That's why I really wanted to bring it to you ladies. It's so simple. Most of the good things are simple. So pop in, yes, this was awesome, or no, I didn't really get it, or pop in something so that I know we together. Interesting to observe the tightness. Okay, where's the tightness? So whoever just wrote, when opening the arms up, when opening the arms up, like in the armpits or the back or your emotions or your mind, like where is it? For me, it is harder. The last rounds, the inhale was difficult. In the ribs, the tightness in the ribs. Yeah, definitely the last rounds were a little bit more challenging because we need to take the breath up a little bit higher. It's a new thing for most of us. We usually don't take a full breath. Loved it. Okay, great. Great. I released sadness. It felt nice. I also really liked inhaling nourishment and receiving. Oh, good. That's great. I liked letting go of the stagnant breath. Yes, exactly. Right. Because we gotta let that thing go. So good. Agree. I also like that a lot. Okay, so it looks like I released sadness. It felt nice. I also like the inhaling nourishment and receiving. Got 2 hearts, so multiple girls feel that way. Release some dense energy. Great, yeah. Let's let that stuff go right before we. That's part of receiving nourishment. Ah, okay, there was some glitch, but I think we back. Enjoy the combination of hand placement and breath. Last one was more difficult to inhale. Felt the tightness of my body and shoulders. Yeah. Ladies, thank you so much for sharing. It was very good to hear everybody. So in this beautiful process of nourishment, something that I found on my path very much, and I know Maria has for sure as well, and I imagine many of the other presenters have as well, is part of the path of nourishment is purification. Just did a simple practice of purification because I received the messages. I let go of dense energy. I felt good. I released some tightness. I let go of past things. Somebody released sadness. I mean, that's all purification that's held in our body, in our emotions, in our mind. And as we keep purifying, that's part of being nourished because as we purify, we become more light because we are light beings. And so all these little practices to help us remember the light that we are inside. which is like, wow, so something that I've been doing personally. This is very, very personal. I didn't know I would share this with you, but I feel very called. I want to share my heart with you. Something very personal for me in the past year. I've been purifying myself through mantra. And this is after many years of asana practice, 20 years of asana practice. Like, okay, mantra, really beautiful because that's something that we can do anytime. We don't have to do anything else. We just can do it as we going through our life. And in some of the traditions, they say just calling on the name of the divine is like you're already getting a blessing, just like acknowledging the name of the divine. So, what does that mean? For me, I very much connect to the name of the divine from really any tradition. It doesn't matter. We all talking about the same thing. But in my heart, I don't know, there's something, I feel very connected to Sanskrit. I feel very connected to the goddesses and the gods there. I don't know, my soul, it speaks. So I connect with that. So I'm going to share with you a simple mantra that calls on the divine. And I want to just share that. In some traditions, they say you need to be an enlightened master to pass a mantra. So I'm not initiating you into something. I'm just sharing with you something that has helped me. Maybe it can help you too. So the mantra is Om Namo Narayanaya. And it is a Maha mantra, which means it's, can you help me with Maha, Maria? Maria, are you there? Anyway, it's one of the main mantras that basically encompasses all. Like Om is a Maha mantra. It just means the great divinity. And in fact, just Om is perfect. But Om Namo Narayanaya, connecting to the great divine one. To you I bow and give my thanks. The great one that made me. Thank you. Acknowledging that, acknowledging that divinity. So we're going to have our hands here like this. And we're going to inhale Om Namo. And we're going to exhale Narayanaya. Inhale Om Namo. And exhale Narayanaya. This mantra bestows us with more health, strength, and helps us to realize our true nature. I mean, what more can we want? More health, more strength, and helps us to realize our true nature. So we inhaling Om Namo, we exhaling Narayanaya. Thank you so much for popping that in the chat. And that's exactly how you spell it. And it looks like somebody else is practicing it here. Good on you. Yes. So if you just joined, your hands are in Gaya Mudra, bringing peace, making that command of peace to the being. And we inhaling Om Namo. And we exhaling Narayanaya. And then just pause for a moment. I'm feeling we need to open something else. We're just going to lift our arms up like this. Take a stretch, take a deep breath. I'm going to do that again. Inhale. And back to the mantra. You don't have to sit. You can be walking. You can be doing the dishes. You can be playing with the baby. You can be waking up, and that is your first thought. So learning to purify ourselves and connect to that divinity so that we can get the nectar, the grace of the divinity that it runs inside of our spinal column. I don't know. That is what the great yogis say. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can be walking, inhaling Om Namo, exhaling Narayanaya. You can be dancing, inhaling Om Namo, exhaling Narayanaya. You can be pausing in a conversation with somebody where you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable and angry, and you can just inhaling Om Namo and exhaling Narayanaya, remembering that divinity. And you can, the mantra already heard your intentions, they are already in there. So you just focus your awareness there. We here for 3 more minutes. You can do anything. You don't have to sit, but you can. We inhaling Om Namo Narayanaya, exhaling. Let's do 7 rounds all together, really strong. Let's imagine all the sisters in the circle, sending just just being there, openness together, just inside of the meditation of this mantra. 7 rounds, breathing all together. Inhaling Om Namo, exhaling Narayanaya. Inhaling Om Namo. Exhale. Inhale Om Namo. Exhale Narayanaya. Inhale Om Narayanaya. All together. 3 more rounds. Om Namo Narayanaya. Inhaling Om Namo Narayanaya. And let's open our eyes and just take in each other. Let's just take a look at all of the beautiful sisters here and just see each other, acknowledge each other, like, yeah, thanks for being here together and just inside of this practice. Like, and you see the sisters with their cameras off and just see their names. And that's, there's some names they're hiding. I wonder why the spirit is doing that. Yeah. So thank you, girls. It's been just so special to be here with you in these moments. And I just went on and like talk about like what does it mean to be well nourished, you know, for yourself. And just have a little like why are the practices important? You know? Before we do that, did any of the girls want to share anything? How was this last one for you? Did you guys connect to this mantra at all? Did this feel a little bit resonant with you? Yeah? Okay, I'm seeing all the girls now. This is the first time I'm seeing you all. You're all so special. Yeah. You guys like the Assembly Sue's got a big smile. One of Jeanette Provito has got a big smile. The other one too. I don't know why they're coming in this name or the name. So funny. Okay. My throat was really acting up. It was good. Yeah. And as we do these mantras of purification, they literally cleaning us. So if we have certain things, they just chanting the divine name is just cleaning us, purifying us. So yeah, that's so good that happened. Okay, girls. Um, My sister Maria, would you like to come on and share like what's so important about practices and a little bit about our awesome challenge coming? You want to share about that now?
Absolutely. Well, I want to say thank you, Alyona. We didn't share, but Alyona's in Poland right now in a house full of 50 other people. So internet is, thank goodness that it stood up for us. There was a couple little moments, but we did really good overall. I'm so happy. So yes, again, what I feel to really share about Alyona and what she brings and this topic is that I believe that our is truly made up of these micro moments, right? It's we all, again, we're all human. We all have moments where we're not feeling well or we're not nourishing ourselves well. But as long as the majority, right, the bulk, we've all heard of this 80-20 rule, and whether it's, that's the exact science or not, the thinking there is correct, which is that if the bulk of our time is focused on these micro moments of nourishment and of health and of wellness, then the other small moments, it's okay, right? We have moments that really make up basically the totality of our lives. And so again, what I love about Alyona and again being with her in person is that this is the way that she lives her life. It's like 80 for her, let's be honest, it's more like 90%. 90% are these really wonderfully, really healthy actions, right? These healthy thought forms, these healthy practices. But the beauty again is that the small micro moments of experience, they build. And so what she was sharing, for example, I shared this story on my Facebook. The other night we were going to do a live and she's like, are you ready for the live? I'm like, girl, I haven't slept at all. My baby was throwing up all night. So we're probably not going to do a live, but like, again, I feel okay. I feel good. I need a little more rest. And the reason that life doesn't kind of topple me in those moments is because I have built this foundation. I kind of talk about building it's like the foundation of your spiritual home, and it really is made up by what are we thinking when we first wake up in the morning, right? By how are we going about our morning practice? And when we're starting, we've got to do these things very intentionally, right? It's like, okay, I'm setting my timer and I'm doing my mantra. But as Alyona shared, like there's going to be a moment where then, you're washing your dishes. And this is what I was sharing. I love about spending time with her because she wakes up in the morning and it's like, okay, well, she's saying her mantra, she's making the cacao, and she's doing this, she's going for a walk, she's thinking these beautiful thoughts and she's doing her breath practices. And so again, when we begin, it's really powerful to set time, right? Where it's like for the next 20, 30 minutes, we are doing this practice. But as life continues, your practices become integrated. They actually become your life. And this is why I have asked the women that I have asked to come join us here, because these are women who are living and breathing their practices. And this is when we say life is a ceremony, this is what we mean, right? Like we start the morning with that, Alyona started off with that beautiful prayer. That's how she starts her mornings, And so again, we can all incorporate these experiences into our lives where we wake up in the morning and we say, thank you. Thank you to all the directions. Thank you to the elements. Thank you to our, benevolent, elevated ancestors. It doesn't have to be a, 20-minute prayer. It can be a 1-minute prayer. It can be a 2-minute prayer. It can be a 5-minute prayer. So these are the things that I feel really start to change our lives, because if we start every single day saying thank you to the Mother, Father, God, whatever, you call this great creator, this great mystery, you're already going to be setting yourself up for so much more success. And again, in that moment of the simplicity of, I've said this for, 2 decades, like if the only prayer we ever say is thank you, we're starting off really good, right? If we wake up in the morning and we open our eyes and we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, it brings me tears, to be honest. But thank you for the gift of this life. Thank you for an opportunity to try again today. Maybe yesterday was my day, but today I have another chance, and many indigenous cultures believe like every day is that lifetime, right? We go to bed, we kind of have that small death. We don't know if we're going to wake up in the morning. And every morning that we wake up and we are gifted another day, it's a reason to celebrate. And so if we start with that, our day, wow, has already begun with that element of magic, that today is a miracle, today is a gift, right? And as Alyona was sharing, like we as women, one of our main challenges is receiving. I loved that you said that the way you did, sister. When you said, I love it, every day is your birthday, exactly. But when you said, like, we as women, we're like, yes, please, God, gift me all these things. And then life says, here. And we're like, but, is it okay? Am I worthy? Is it the right time? Do I look good? Do I need to lose 5 pounds? Whatever the thing is, right? We do come up with all these narratives that we're like, it's not the right moment for me to receive that gift that I just prayed so hard for. And so I love these, again, these micro moments of when we're breathing in, and if we can bring that energy of like, okay, I'm practicing receiving, I know she was teasing when she said a little fib, but I think of it more as, again, the practice, right? It's like, we're practicing receiving. We're practicing in that micro moment, feeling nourished. We're practicing in that micro moment, really filling ourselves up with that love. And again, even if it takes some time, and maybe the first time you do that practice, you leave this, room, for example, and you go back to like, okay, I feel stressed or overwhelmed or not nourished. Again, that's okay. Over time, that practice of every day, I feel loved. I feel nourished. I'm able to receive, it does become. So here's one thing I will share kind of about the neuroscience of our subconscious, is that the subconscious is a really smart mechanism. And what it does for us is it wants to automate. Basically, we think about this in technology, right? Things that we do often, we want to automate them so we don't have to do them manually, right? So the mind works like this. It's like whatever thoughts you think consistently enough, your subconscious mind says, you know what, I'm going to help her out. So she doesn't have to think those things so manually, so consciously every day. I'm going to like put them into this back burner of like a
What is that?
track. Oh, hello. So we're going to put it on the back burner as a constant track, and we're going to kind of mute it, and it's going to be light enough that maybe she won't even notice that it's playing all day long. And so the thoughts that we think the most often, our mind says, I'm going to help her. I'm going to put this again. I'm going to automate this. So it's a great reminder for us. If we are consciously, thinking these thoughts, I'm loved. And again, we're doing the embodiment at the same time, right? This is where, to me, it's not necessarily a fib, because it's an embodied micro moment. When we take that moment and we bring all of our presence to the experience of feeling nourished in a micro moment, right? We're like, that feels really good. I want to keep doing that, right? And then over time, again, our subconscious is like, yeah, I am love. I am nourished. I am able to receive. And so again, I love, 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 love spending time with my sister Alyona. She is such a walking embodiment of practice and of ceremony and of consistency. And so she has earned a life where she feels really good most of the time. And again, doesn't mean that life doesn't happen, right? Got a text from her like, life is happening. Things are happening right now, right? But it doesn't knock us off our center, because we have this as the foundation of resilience that we keep coming back to. And so I'm so grateful that we were able to start off this beautiful session with a beautiful prayer, with some purification, and with an opportunity to start to create some more space. And we're going to continue with that. Actually, I'm just going to name one thing. I'm feeling that the recordings, I'm actually going to record each hour, so that when I put them into the Facebook group for replays, even for your own desire, if you want to go back and you said, I really loved Alyona's session, I want to do her session, then you're going to be able to really easily find Alyona's hour. And next we have one of my dear teachers, Brooke. And so I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to restart for her, so that if you go back and you say, I really wanted to listen to Brooke's talk again, then you can find Brooke really easily. All right. And so in that thinking, we're at the hour. It's a great time, for a 5-minute bio break. So I'm going to stop the recording. You can get up, use the bathroom, get some tea, get some water, and come back for Brooke Sullivan, who's one of my dear, dear teachers and personal mentors. So I'll see you back in 5 minutes. Thank you so much.